Hey, third graders. It is Friday, April 23rd, and we're going to start with language, okay? So let me tell you what you need out for this video. You need your language book. After language, I'm going to give you your spelling test, and then we'll move into math. That is the plan, okay? Then the second video today will be for health and history, okay? So let's start with language, and we are on page 166. Today we're taking a break from the parts of speech, conjunctions, diagramming, all that. And we are going on to alphabetical order. You guys know your ABCs, so you can very easily do alphabetical order. Okay, so look at the purple box. It says, when placing words in alphabetical order, look at the first letter in each word to decide the order. If more than one word begins with the same letter, then you have to look at the second letter. Okay, so they even give you the list of the alphabet there for you to kind of look at if you need to as a reference point. Look at Think A with me. Number each group of words in alphabetical order. Okay, so we have constellation, moon, asteroid, and dwarf. Do you see that? So what would be first? Of course, the A word is going to be first, right? So it would be the asteroid. So you would put a number 1 beside of asteroid. Okay, what comes next? Look through that. There are no words that start with B. So you're looking for any words that start with C, and there is one, constellation. So you would do that as number 2. Number 3 would be what? Dwarf, the D, and then number 4 is moon. Okay, so we have 1 is asteroid, 2 is constellation, 3 is dwarf, 4 is moon. Okay, go to number 2. Here we don't have any words that start with A or B, so you have to kind of go down through. There is a C, isn't there? So cosmic, number 1. Okay, then we have, what's next? Think through your alphabet. If you said Earth, you're right, number 2. Then we skip a lot of letters and we go to meteor, number 3. And the last one is the S satellite, number 4. Okay? All right, think B. Circle the word that comes second in alphabetical order in each group of words. The word that comes second. So, for example, look at the first 3 words. You have gravity, galaxy, and geography. Do you see that? Okay. So they all start with a G. So if they all start with the same letter, you have to look at the second letter. It might even be smart for you to take your pencil and circle the second letter. So if you did that, you would circle the R in gravity, the A in galaxy, and the E in geography. Now, which one would come first? The galaxy, because the A is first, the second letter. They want to know what comes second. So what comes next? R or E? Geography. So you would circle the word geography, because if you were writing these in alphabetical order, you would have galaxy first, then geography, then gravity. Okay? Go to the words beside of it. Terrestrial, twinkle, and telescope. Circle the second letter. E in terrestrial, W in twinkle, and E in telescope. Everybody see that? Okay. You have 2 E's, terrestrial and telescope. So we have to go to the third letter. So now circle the R in terrestrial and the L in telescope. So we see telescope would come first because the L is first. Then you would have the R. So it's terrestrial is the big word that you're going to circle there. Okay, next section, Earth, eclipse, and equinox. Excuse me. They're all E's, so we circle the second letter, the A in Earth, the C in eclipse, and the Q in equinox. Which one of those comes first, would you say? Earth is right, but we don't want the first one, we want the second one. So what's the second one? It should be eclipse, the C. Go to the C's, crater, celestial, and cluster. Circle the second letter. I'm giving you time to look for it. Okay, which one do you think is second? If you said cluster, you're correct, because CL is second. CE would be first, celestial, then cluster, then crater. Next section, after, actually, and always. Circle the second letter. I'm waiting. you should have circled the word after. Hopefully you're catching on to these. If not, we'll work on it. Next section. Whisper, want, and winter. Who thinks they know? Give you a minute. The answer is whisper. Okay, we're on the bottom line now. Space, science, and smooth. Circle the second letter. The answer is smooth. And last of all, orbit, Orion, that's a constellation. We learned about him. And oasis. Which one would it be? This one's trickier because you have two that are OR. So then you have to go to the third letter, ORB, ORI. Do you see that? Okay. Oasis will be first, OA. So the second one will be orbit because the B comes before the I. Okay, the last section I'm going to let you do on your own. I recommend, and they even give you a hint here, to cross off the word after you use it. Start with the A's. There is not going to be a word for every letter. Okay, so there is an A, but I don't see it. I don't believe there are any B's, any words that start with B. So then you have to go to the C. Okay, so you're just writing them in order. You are going to use all the words. Okay, I'll let you finish that, and then you can send that to me for me to check, okay? All right, very good. We are going to start our spelling test next. So you can put your language book away and finish that section on your own. Or if you want to stop the video, that's fine. You can do that. Stop the video and finish that section. And then restart it for the spelling test, okay? So spelling test. You should have your spelling test paper there. Write your name and date. This is list 29. I'm going to do it just like I do it at school. I'm going to give you a sentence. Now, I can't see your hand if you raise your hand that you need more time. So if you need more time, in this case, because this is videoed, I pre-recorded this, you're going to have to click the stop button and pause it until you're done writing it and then start it again, okay? If you need a word repeated, you'll have to go back because I won't be able to repeat it for you on this video, okay? All right, number 1. Here we go. Number 1, the word is May. Be sure your spelling book is closed. Memorial Day comes each year in May. That's number 1. Number 2, April. The tulips spring forth in early April. 2 is April.